16th century Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent ordered that these ancient walls be rebuilt as a defense around the holy city. But we are here celebrating with Israelis the great offensive action of retaking the holy city 50 years ago. Yes, half a century ago, Bible prophecy was fulfilled. And now this is the Jubilee of the reunification of the capital, the eternal capital of Israel, Jerusalem. Behind me on the walls, the Israelis are projecting the song, Yerushalayim. And the Israelis are celebrating, and all who love Jerusalem rejoice with her tonight. These ancient walls of the old city of Jerusalem have seen centuries of conflict and contention. Right up to 50 years ago, few Israelis could have imagined that all of this holy real estate would be conquered by their soldiers in the midst of a desperate battle of survival. It was June 1967 and the famous Six-Day War. All the surrounding nations, Egypt, Jordan, Syria, and Lebanon, supported by Iraq and 13 countries in all, declared annihilation upon tiny Israel. More than 500,000 Arab soldiers were ready to invade, with nearly 1,000 fighter jets and 2,500 tanks. But the God of Israel had a better battle plan, and by the third day of this miraculous war, Israeli soldiers were praying at the Western Wall after driving out Jordanian forces who had held the old city since 1948. And what does all of this mean for us today? Well, today, Jerusalem is reunited and undivided. Jews can pray at the Western Wall. Christians can walk freely in the footsteps of Jesus to all the holy sites. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the Garden Tomb, the Healing Pool of Bethesda, and the Via Dolorosa. This special 50th anniversary reuniting of the City of the Great King is biblically significant also as a Jubilee year, which brings the Jubilee anointing of liberty and restoration of properties and lands back to their original owners. Let's take advantage as believers of that anointing. What's happening here in Jerusalem should be a point of rejoicing as we see that God is being a faithful, covenant-keeping God with Israel. And God has a special prayer request that he asks of all of us. Well, it's actually more than a prayer request. It's more of a command to every believer. Psalm 122 urges us to pray for the peace of Jerusalem with a promise that those who love the city of the great King may prosper and have true peace. In the meantime, the walls of the old city of Jerusalem are prophetically singing. The stones are crying out in anticipation of the coming of the heavenly Jerusalem and the soon return of the Messiah.